Barstool Sports boss Dave Portnoy accused Zach Bryan of kicking his rescue dog out of a dressing room during a tell-all podcast with the country singer's ex-girlfriend Brianna "Chicken Fry" LaPaglia. The pop culture businessman alleged the Something in the Orange hitmaker quietly tried to move his beloved pit bull mix, Miss Peaches, into a locker room before his concert at Gillette Stadium in July. Did you know this, Brie? That he kicked Miss Peaches out of the dressing room? Portnoy asked during Thursday's episode of the BFFs podcast. Portnoy claimed he brought merch and snacks for Miss Peaches and LaPaglia's dog, Boston, but the doggy get-together did not go as planned. "We went to the concert and it was I think Boston's birthday. You have never met Peaches, so I'm like, can I bring Peaches? And like, yeah, let's have the dogs meet." Portnoy claimed. Portnoy said he had to walk back and forth between the concert and the dressing room to make sure his pup was okay, but suddenly, he saw the Revival singer with his dog. "I walked in back to check on her, and he's just bringing her to this little band dressing room, and he's kind of like, oh, I hope you don't mind. I'm just moving Peaches," Portnoy said. The other locker room was actually sort of dangerous for her because there was so much equipment and like crap laying around that I need to watch her. I don't know why he did that, but it pissed me off greatly in the moment. Maybe because he didn't want me there or hates me, but Miss Peaches? You kick her out of the locker room? Dave questioned. The I Remember Everything singer posted a cryptic message on his Instagram after Thursday's podcast, which featured a photo of novelist Jack Kerouac. "I didn't know what to say. I felt like crying. Goddammit, everybody in the world wants an explanation for your acts, and for your very being," the caption of the original post read. Bryan confirmed his breakup on October 22, while LaPaglia went on social media saying she was feeling really blindsided. LaPaglia accused the Pink Skies performer of emotional abuse after he announced their breakup and wasn't afraid to share it all during her podcast's tell-all episode. "The last year of my life has been the hardest year of my life dealing with the abuse from this dude," the 25-year-old internet personality claimed. "I'm still scared right now, because I'm scared of him." LaPaglia revealed she rejected $12 million and a new house offered by Bryan's team if she signed a non-disclosure agreement swearing not to discuss their relationship or breakup that ended on a very sour note. "After everything was done, I was approached by Bryan's team and I was offered a lot of money, a big lump sum of money and a few options," LaPaglia shared on the podcast the week prior. The podcaster claimed she was offered the money over 3 hours in exchange for staying silent about her experience and everything she was to her ex, but she declined the offer.